Behavior-driven development is awesome. I've used it in many projects and I've seen significant improvement in efficiency quality of the software project from requirements to release when it's implemented correctly. So how do you implement BDD correctly? So the first step that you do is the user story that's given to the team is taken by the three amigos, the product owner or the BA, the developer and the QA. And you can also bring in any other team members who are important for the user story, collaborate and derive scenarios. There are several techniques you can use to derive scenarios like oopsie or example mapping, which are covered in a separate video and it's available in our blog and in our YouTube channel as well. Once these scenarios are derived, the developer takes each of these and implements a solution and the tester can start automating. And the developer completes the story only when all these scenarios run successfully. In other words, this step becomes part of your definition of done. Only then a demo is given to the product owner. So there are a lot of benefits of using BDD. Some of the benefits are the cross-functional team members' understanding goes up, whether they are technical or non-technical. Everyone can understand the BDD scenarios. Understanding of requirements go up. The team collaborates and derive these scenarios. So as a result, the understanding of the requirements go up significantly. Your requirements are executed. You don't have a separate document like a test scripts or something separate to your requirements that gets executed separately. The issue with that is there's a translation cost. So you have to translate from requirements to those test cases. In this case, the scenarios are derived. Whatever you see is what gets executed. Your implemented software is always in sync with the requirement as well. If your implemented software changes, your scenarios will fail. In many projects I've worked, when new people join, we just give them the BDD scenarios. Anyone can understand, it's written in plain language, and click off a button, they can also see how the system works. And one of the biggest benefit of BDD is automation. So let's look at how you can achieve automation in minutes using NoCodeBDD. Let's take this scenario. In the first step, we are just going to use a SQL module to clear any previously existing data. Then in the when step and the then step, we are going to use a UI module to automate without any code. And then in the final module, we are also going to check, we are going to make an API call to a student ERP and see whether the student been registered successfully. So as you can see in this, all you have to do is create the step definition. There are several modules for creating step definition. In this case, we are going to use a SQL. We are going to clear any previously existing data. Then in the next step, we are going to use a UI module. Through UI module, you can either enter all the information, just provide the information, NoCodeBDD would take care of it. Or if your development is done, you can simply use our smart step dev, enter all the information on your website, and NoCodeBDD would capture all this information and populate your step definition automatically. And in the third step, we are going to assert whether the UI has got the right information of the registration process. So as you can see, all you have to do is enter the element ID and what value you want to assert, and NoCodeBDD would take care of the rest. Then in the final step, we are going to make an API call. NoCodeBDD has the functionality to take care of all the complex API scenarios, including passing validation token and all those. And as you can see, you can provide any information and NoCodeBDD would use those values to validate it. And once you provide all this information, all you have to do is just click a button, run it and see whether the implemented software works as per the agreed scenario. So as you can see, implementing BDD is fairly straightforward. It makes sense, and you can also, as a result, you can also build a functional automation suite. Thank you.